Welcome to the WUG, guys. The WUG is that zone that you get in where you have no fear, you have no doubt, and you're able to perform above your abilities. It does not matter what anyone thinks about you. You are going to win and keep winning, and let's learn together about the WUG and how to utilize it in your life.
Hello, Claudia Hoyser, and thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the WUG. You cannot imagine how excited I am to have you on here.
Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you.
I mean, are you kidding? This is definitely something I never really thought could happen.
Me either. I was so happy when you called and said you wanted to chat with me today. It's an honor.
First of all, I'd like you to introduce yourself. I don't think you have to at this point because as I've watched you grow, it's apparent that everyone kind of has become to know who you are. So that would be great.
Well, I've got no problem. I'm Claudia Hoyser, and I'm a country singer who's getting to follow her dreams. And I never really saw it coming. And now we're just trying to keep up with the ball that's rolling here.
And it's rolling. I mean, you sung the national anthem in Dodger Stadium. I think the ball is rolling.
Yeah, we had pretty crazy the past couple of years. It's been really a dream, and there's no real words to describe it, but I'm going to try to put that here today.
I mean, we'll get into it. And the next thing is, do you know what our podcast is about?
I sure do, but I want you to tell me one more time just so we drive it really home. And I know that it's all about being driven and really not letting anything stop you, and kind of going over what makes you able to succeed in what you do best. Okay,
here it is. Most of my guests are friends. I did not know you until I saw a video of you singing, and then I did 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon to get to meet you, which is fantastic. The WUG podcast is about something that I've always wanted to talk about, but was unprofessional to do so at the time. Okay, so now at this stage in my life, I'm able to bring this out, and it has touched people. And the idea is that we all have barriers in life. And I identified very early on that I am able to get into a zone, almost like a trance. I think it lasts about an hour or two. And in those minutes, I can do anything. I can talk to anyone. I can close any deal. I have no doubt. I have no fear. There is nothing but exactly what my mission is at the moment. So that is, I have absolutely 100% identified that as why I've been able to be successful in business and in life.
Oh, I think that's amazing. Is that even up? The WUG?
The WUG. I named it. I branded it. I'm an ad guy. There it is. It started because... and I do not want to be the one who talks on this interview. I want you, but it started because my ad team at my agency are all in their 20s, and none of them were on social media. None of them were pumping videos. None of them were, promoting our agency. And I was in a conference room, and I asked them to raise their hand if they were on Instagram, and I got no hands. Really? 20s? No Instagram? So they got back to me that it's not that easy, Chris. And I said, okay, well, I'm a nervous guy, but I'm going to film myself heading into work for a minute, just talking about what I'm doing that day. And I hated it. I only did one take every time. So if I messed up, I let people see it. And it was called What's Up, Guys? And the reason I would say What's Up, Guys at first, because it was an icebreaker that helped me become less nervous. So the WUG is the acronym for What's Up, Guys?
I love it. I think that's an amazing concept, and there's definitely a zone that you have to be in order to, be your best self. But that's something I've grown into as an artist. It's taken a long time to kind of find what my work would be, I guess you could say. And it's probably before you go on stage, and there's so many things that used to run through my head, how can I impress the audience? what am I going to be able to do to make them like me? And those were all things that would just eat it, give me the nervous butterflies, and made me feel like I wasn't able to do my best. And so over time, after so many shows and practice, realizing what I do, it's getting to that zone of that you just need to storytell and you need to be the best person. You need to leave them with the impression of who you are, and that's what they're going to want to do it. You know, it doesn't matter if you're quirky, if you're letting people in on who you are as a person, they're going to feel like they know you and they like you, and they're going to walk away feeling you, or you're going to walk away.
Okay, and I'm always now about authenticity, transparency. We have pretty clear audio of you at the moment, but I love the fact that you're out in rural America, and that's why our audio is slipping just a little bit, but hey, who cares?
No.
I love that you're authentic. No, it's fine. I just love that you're authentic. You're out in rural America, country singer. I mean, that matches. That's authentic.
Yeah, and I definitely don't want our audio to go today, but we'll do our best here. We're out here in the middle of upstate New York, and it's somewhere I've gotten a lot of nice shows. I've done a lot of shows around here, trying to make a footprint, and we're getting a chance to travel around a whole bunch these days. It's been incredible.
Absolutely, and you know what? Now we want to talk about how I got hooked on you as a artist. Okay, you did a live stream of the song "Amazing Grace," and it touched me. It did. I've listened to it many times just because I believe, and I also believe you were in that zone when you were singing that song. And by the way, you explained that zone perfectly. So we have no problems defining what the WUG is for you anymore. And you know, that always shocks me about artists is you guys have an ability to touch people. I'm a salesman. That's all I am, right? I touch people by selling things, and all my employees get a paycheck, which is very special to me. For you get to reach into people's lives with your artistry. And I think that's just absolutely a gift. It's phenomenal. And I'm so excited I'm not that excited about the second half of this thing. But as anyone can see who's watching this, I am wearing a cowboy hat. That is going to be odd for the people who know me.
Looks good on you, Chris. They're going to love it.
Oh my gosh, okay. So before we get into that, I want to know how you jump into the WUG, that zone, before show, before filming, before anything. How do you jump into that?
I think it's kind of focusing on what I'm going to do. So there's so many parts of this, I guess, music industry. There's filming, there's writing, there's performing. It's all about being authentic. You're obviously big on authenticity.
I am, as you were going to be on my radio show later this week as well. I got you all week, which is phenomenal. Thank you, Tony. And the radio show is 100%. That's all it's about, is your authentic truth. The Trigger broadcast. So I'm big on that.
And so it's definitely about getting into that organic, real, authentic zone, and just kind of stepping away and taking a minute to focus on, all right, how can I convey this or do this the most authentic way? And I don't know. A lot of the time, I don't have to be by myself to get in that zone. Being with people who are doing all of this with me, working with my community, they really help me get in the zone. I'll ask a lot of questions. If I feel like I don't exactly know everything that's going on. My team's always there for me, and they really help me with that too. Sometimes it's more of like a communal effort than just on myself.
Is there something specific? So, to give you a little background, the CEO of the Florida Panthers said it's his diet that helps him get into that zone to overcome the barriers of his nervousness. By the way, that guy's nervous, and that's crazy. Yeah, West Point, you name it. Guy's got a resume for days. He's 38 years old and CEO of the Florida Panthers, and apparently the guy is nervous and fixes it with diet. Is there anything? It is truly amazing. He shocked me. Is there anything that you use, or are you just God-given natural talent and walk out there?
Does coffee count? Because I drink a lot. Basically, my entire diet right here.
I love it.
You know,
I love it.
Take coffee, hot coffee, espresso, and you name it. But other than that, I mean, sleep. I try to get as much sleep as I possibly can, even though that's really tough sometimes. And we're working around the clock. It's 24/7. I was up till 3 last night. You know, I was answering questions and doing research and talking to everybody on Facebook. So there's little things I do to get in the zone. You know, I drink coffee, try to get some sleep, but mostly focusing on what I got to do next and practice and repetition of performances and coming up with new stories. Those all help me get in the work.
No problem. And here we go with authenticity and truth. We need you guys to move your camera up just a little bit because I'm going to be honest. This is where editing comes in. You're good. You're good. Perfect. Okay. And cut, right? That's what's great about podcasting. I love it. It's raw. It's truth. And I really enjoy that about these projects. Now, since you caught my attention and your business manager can verify, I reached out to him on Facebook Messenger and said, "Hey, Tony, who is this? What is this? What's going on, man?" And he's always been nothing but glowing about you. And I know from Tony's history in the industry that he doesn't do that unless it's real. So my question now is, you caught my attention with a cover. I want to hear about your original stuff.
The original music is, oh my gosh, it's been a whirlwind. We're writing all the time. We have over probably 200 songs at this point.
I know. I'm a big fan of Steam. I'll be honest. Steam, love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that time?
Steam?
Oh, Steam. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I love that you just had an automatic response. So thank you, Mama. Thank you.
Thank you. Rolling in.
That's how you know that you are growing in the industry, is that your brain automatically, that interview question, thank you.
Thank you so much. Now I gotta go in depth about it. What did you say? Now, Theme came about, well, as the overall EP. It's a 5-song EP we put out, and it actually happened because we needed to get out there and go on the road and visit radio stations, and they needed something that we could give out to people who came to listen to us. We were doing live shows, and the radio stations requested that we had something to hand out at these concerts, and so we had to whip together a 5-song CD as fast as we could. So we took some of our most polished demos, I guess you would say, and finished them as fast as we could, threw it together and got on the road. And so far, 3 of the songs have ended up charting on the Music Road Country Breakup charts. So it's been going great. We are nonstop writing. We're trying to finish up the full-length record, what we're doing here all the time. We're in the studio like 40 to 60 hours, and we're finishing the record. But Steam has been amazing. It's gotten a ton of requests from listeners.
What does it mean?
To fuel this whole thing is riding on these 5 songs we've got right now.
I can't believe you've done all that you've done with the 5 songs that you've written. What does steam mean to you? I was very curious about that. As Tony will tell you, you got an email from me at 2 a.m. I am the same as you guys with that. But I listen to all your songs because I prep like crazy. It's, you know, the ad exec guy in me. My question is what does it mean to you? Because out of all your songs, that one stood out to me. And it, you know, it did. I felt like you almost did not care that there was filming. You were singing from a different place. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. I mean, Steam has so much meaning behind it. That song is about following your dreams and wishing you could just hop on a train, take you to where your dreams lie. But, you know, that's always the case. You really got to work for it. And got to get there before I basically, like, I'm going to do this to the very end. Nothing's going to stop me. This is my path, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there.
That drive that you have is apparent. As an artist, what I like, what kind of got me interested in your career is the fact that I believe that you are not just singing and writing and doing these things to become famous, a famous country music star. Like, you're singing from a different place, a place that probably only true artists, or what I call true creatives, and I'm fascinated with true creatives, by the way, people that just do not bend on their creativity. They don't. And over my career, I've been able to work with a few of these people who have walked into boardrooms, had huge contracts on the table, but refused edits and walked out. And to me, that's everything. I think it's amazing. It's absolutely fascinating that somebody cares that much about their artistry.
Yeah, it's definitely not all the glamour side. You know, there's the fun time, there's the interviews, and the writing, and there's so many amazing components to it, but it's definitely hard work, and no joke. It's, you might think it's what you want to do, and it seems like the dream, you get into it, and you realize that there's so much more than just the dream. There's all the steps you have to take in order to make that dream happen. And that's something I both, if I have such an amazing manager and partner in this whole thing, my manager, Tony Gross. He has really just opened all the books, and he's shared all knowledge with me. He's been in it a long time. You guys go way back.
I don't know how far way back we go, but I'll tell you what, he's 24/7. My text messages before this interview will tell you he's 24/7. And you need someone like that to help you. So having someone like that, and this is a small tangent and I'll be quick, having somebody like Tony who's 24/7, does that help alleviate a little bit of the stress so that you can focus on your creativity, your artistry, and your singing?
100%. I don't know how anybody does this by themselves. And even if you have a partner, but they're not as dedicated as Tony is. I mean, there are times where I'm around the clock, 100%, 2,000%, doing everything I possibly can. And Tony will be there, and he'll bring 5 more things to the table that I wasn't aware about. And I would have missed the opportunity to be right there to help. So it's been amazing, and I just wish we had still falling around all the time for everything he said, because I could never put a price tag on all the enough me about this industry.
Okay, so before I pivot, you're telling me Tony Gross is priceless.
He's priceless.
Tony's gonna like that.
Yeah, the camera might be slipping again.
Okay, so now that we have to pivot, and it's my favorite word in the English language, as in sales guy. Pivoting is It's imperative to be able to sell. I can't believe that I've agreed to do this, even though it was my idea. There's a reason I'm wearing a, cowboy hat, kind of more like a beach cowboy hat, but we're here in Miami, is what it is.
I think you're going to be Mr. Popular in Miami. It might start a new trend.
I do not think so. Miami is about, style and, Gucci and all of that. And I am here with a cowboy hat and the only boots that I have. Just to get it.
Sorry, I'm with you. I got my boots.
Hey, listen, I'm going to put them on the screen. Look, that's what I got. Okay, so let's get into this. One of the things I always say is never be shy to be brave, right?
Exactly.
I cannot dance and I cannot sing. But you are going to teach me a few things about singing, and then we're going to give it a go.
Oh my goodness, I cannot wait for this.
Well, that makes one of us, because I could have waited for this for a long time. But let's get into it. Teach me a little bit about singing. I'm ready to go. I'm going to give my full heart at it.
You want to learn how to sing today, Chris?
No, I don't. But
no.
I want to know, how to overcome what this podcast is about. Overcome nervousness, overcome shyness, and I'm going to be very brave here in a minute. Anyone who knows me knows that this is crazy. So let's do it.
All right, well, this has taken me like my whole life to learn how to do, so just warn you with that right now, because this is like a 2-minute segment. So you got a lot of catch up for.
I believe I do. And I'm sweating now. Thank you.
Perfect.
And let's.
You want to feed off of those?
No, pre-game. I was a ex-professional athlete, so I like pre-game jitters, and I got them. I promise you. So let's roll.
I'm thinking we do a little Johnny Cash today. What do you think? I
mean, you know why that's funny? I wear all black sometimes, and when people ask me why, I say, well,
the all black isn't going to help you today while you're singing, Chris.
Man, you turned into a teacher instructor quick. All right, bring it.
All right. Well, I'm trying to get us our starting note, but just before we start, there's some important things you got to do. It's always important to warm up. Make sure you have a little drink of water, and we're gonna start with just some humming. Could you just hum for me a little bit? I want to hear it.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, and please confirm for the audience that we did not prep for this, because we wanted it to be authentic.
Totally candid. I know that you've been sweating about it, but
hum what? Like just hum?
Just a couple notes here and there.
I don't know what notes are. I was just handed a bottle of water from my staff. Thank you, guys.
Perfect. See, your staff has your back. You gotta work with them.
What are notes, by the way? Like different levels of voice?
Exactly.
Okay.
Just give me you can hum a little happy birthday, anything you want, a little jingle.
Oh, man, this is way worse than I thought it was. Okay, ready?
That's really good. It's probably that's definitely an interpretation of happy birthday.
No, it wasn't. It was just what came to my head. I told you, I'm doing this from the heart, because this is not comfortable. So let's keep going.
All right, well, I'm pulling up my version of Folsom Prison here. And I want to give my little starting note.
Okay, you sing the line, and then I'll do it after you. How about that?
All right. I'm going to do that here. Yeah, you repeat after me. Ready?
Oh, my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah, go.
I hear the train coming. It's rolling round the bend. How are you thinking about that?
I love it. I love that line. So my voice should be deep, correct? Right? If it's Johnny Cash.
Your voice can be whatever you want. I hear the train coming. It's rolling round the bend. You got to stylize it to how you
think.
All right.
All right. I hear the train coming. It's rolling round the bend.
That was pretty good. Okay, now we're gonna do that.
No, don't. If I suck, tell me I suck. But you actually.
There's no stuff here. You just gotta be the best you that you can.
Okay, that was a
There's
great.
a ton of people out there that don't like my voice, but there's a ton of people out there that do. You just have to own it.
Man, you were
Let's
so
do that
nice.
one more time. Here we go. I hear the train coming. It's rolling round the bend. And you put a little emphasis on some words that you think might be important.
Okay. Here we go. I hear the train coming. It's rolling round the bend.
I ain't seen the sunshine since
God knows when.
There you go.
Oh, man.
Well, you know the song. That's a good thing.
Do you know what? It's fun because now I am a lot less nervous.
Exactly.
I'm having fun now.
Make it up positive.
All right, so sing the whole thing. We got the 5 minute. We got 5 minutes left. So sing that whole. What we're working on, and I'm going to give you everything I got in this last one.
Oh, I can't wait. All right, here, I'm going to get our note one more time.
All right, I'm going to drink some water. Go.
You drink some water.
Mm-hmm.
And for anybody listening, I put these things up on Mondays at 6 o'clock on my Facebook with a classic country cup every single Monday. It's called Hoyser Country Monday.
Yeah.
Go check it out if you want to see the full version of this.
Go.
Here we go. I hear the train coming, it's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train just keeps a rolling on down to San Antonio. All right.
I can't do all of that. Let's stick to the first two we worked on. There's no way that I can do that. I know the song by heart, but yeah, let's stick to the first two lines. Give me the first two.
Okay, here we go.
All right, let's go.
I hear the train a-coming. It's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when.
There it is. Okay, here we go. I hear the train a-coming. It's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since God knows when. I'm here at some person.
I think you might turn out to be a country singer one day.
I do not believe that whatsoever. However,
I had one more practice technique that I really wanted to go over with you because I think it's a fun one that might really help your sound grow.
Okay, go.
Okay, so this one we're going to start with a couple words that are a little tricky. We have this word in a couple songs, and people seem to have a lot of fun about it. So we're going to start with the word boots.
Boots. I like that word.
Like boots.
I know. Boots. Love boots.
All right, and then we're just gonna sing that word.
Okay.
So you're gonna start with repeat after me, please. Boots.
Boots.
Boots. Now you're gonna go up like a question.
Boots.
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 Good. Time.
God, I wish you could see my staff right now. They are dying. Like I think, like one of them's on the floor. They are dying.
One of them's on the floor.
Keep going.
All right, boots. Let's hear it.
Boots. You know how I would say it though? I would say it differently. Sorry, I would say it differently. I would say.
Let's hear it.
Boots.
Oh, just a boots. That's kind of like more like a Luke Bryan boots.
Hey.
We did a Christopher Corey boots.
That's what you just got. That was it. I don't know who that artist is. That's me, 100%.
That artist is perfect. All right. Well, I don't know. I think with a couple.
Did you say you said Luke Bryan?
Yeah, I said.
Oh, okay. I know who he is. Sorry. I am still just sweating and can't believe I just did this. But I'll tell you what. I kind of forgot about anything. It was fun.
See, once it happens, you're golden. And it's all about the feeling of the song. You wanna think about the song, the Folsom Prison, you shot a man in Marino, and now you're stuck in Folsom Prison.
I love that.
You have to get in the zone.
I love it. The WUG. It's the WUG.
You got to think about your words and the WUG and what you wanna convey through that music, and that kind of ropes you in, and you forget about everything else, and it allows you to.
Okay, give me 1 minute. Pump yourself. Do not have any fear or doubt. Let's go.
Be in the what? Wait, am I saying again?
No, you're pumping yourself. You're promoting yourself. What you got coming on? But I want it, now that I just sang for you, I want the WUG from you about yourself. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Well, I want everybody to go on and check out my music. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, Facebook is a big one. We put out a new video every single Monday.
Over 70,000 followers. Yeah.
Huh?
Over 70,000 likes and followers.
Yes, over 70,000 likes on the Facebook page, and we are about to hit 10 million views on our version of Fishing in the Dark.
I did not know that.
Monday.
Wow.
So it's been amazing to see this grow in a year's time. Over 20 million views on Facebook since January, and we have a full-length record coming out. We've got a Netflix pitch in the works, and possibly 2 movie roles for 2019, and a Christmas song we just released.
Oh
it's called
boy.
Put the Theme at Christmas. So we're all geared up for the holiday. I would love you to take a look to it.
Oh
We got
boy.
music videos out there, the whole works. 3 charting singles on Music About Country Breakout charts over the past, my past 3 singles ended up charting. Been just an absolute blessing to get to follow my team, and I really hope to have everybody on board. We've had amazing engagement on Facebook. We've had even more engagement than some artists on major labels, so we're really proud of that. I would love for you to hit me up and let me know what you think, and I might actually get back to you. So, look me on there.
I love your honesty. I might actually get back to you. Well,
I might actually get back to you. I mean, that's good.
you are on episode.
All day long, sending things out to people all over the world. We've traveled from LA to New York this year, headlined the Iridium on Broadway and singing the Dodgers game. It's just been amazing.
And you were mentioning engagement on social media. Our engagement, this is episode 15. This is the 15th week I've done this podcast. Thank you. And we've been able to grow to over 12,000 organic, followers on Instagram. And your engagement, from the post we put up about you, is closely approaching 20%, which will be the highest we've ever had. So,
Oh my God.
I know, right? The person that you're trumping is a very confident person and does not like the fact that he's about to be in the number 2 spot. So, oh boy.
Who is it?
Huh?
Who is it?
It's Matt Caldwell, CEO of the Florida Panthers. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a confident dude.
At the same time, so we can get on there together.
I'll tell you what, we're already working on something with them, and Tony can tell you about it, and I would love nothing more. He is somebody that I look up to, and that would be a fantastic podcast.
I would love it. And something you said, I really love that you said organic likes and views. I think the fact that people buy them is crazy, because who wouldn't actually want people to really see what you're putting out? So everything we've done is real. We haven't paid for any promotion or any sponsorship. And I think it's just, if we can keep getting people to climb on board and really do this thing, it's going to make it.
Well, I'm on board as a fan. That's it. Because I came on as a fan. I reached out to somebody I knew to get in touch with you. So, we're here to support your music, and I just want to see what else you can pull from that special talent you have of not singing from. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like artists, like, they just sing for, the final cut. right? I don't listen to artists like that. I listen to artists who are singing from a different place that I don't understand. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, I mean, sometimes we record things and it could be, I nail it and the notes are perfect, but you don't feel it.
Yeah.
And we go back and pick the tape that you could really feel that I was in the zone, in the moment, and feeling.
What's that called? What's it called?
The WUG.
Ah, yes. I love it. I love it. I'll tell you what.
I'm just using that because when I don't know how to say it in a short, little spiel, I'll just use that word. It's so easy.
You know, I've had friends of mine who have 300 to 400 employees, and they've now had meetings with the entire company where they talk about getting in the WUG. And nothing makes me happier because I think I've reached out and touched somebody. But your work, reaches out and touches people like me and gives me confidence in the fact that maybe I can do it for other people using my talents, which is obviously not singing.
Hey, you never know. You might have some commercial work in your future.
Well, Claudia, thank you so much. I'm absolutely blown away and honored that you got on this episode, and I can't wait for the radio show. We're very excited to just talk about authentic truth and being yourself, who you were meant to be. And that journey is not an easy one. So we're looking forward to that.
I'm so looking forward to talking more with you. It's been so much fun.
It has been a lot of fun. We went way over 30 minutes, by the way, and my team, who got up off the floor after I was singing, guess what? I got to be the boss again and say, I don't care. I shooed them away when they said 30 minutes. I was like, you guys are off the floor now. Now I'm keeping going.
We always go over time. There's just too much to say.
There really is. And Claudia, again, thank you so much. Thank you, Tony Gross. You have always been the consummate professional. Man, you guys, the sky is not even the limit for you. I can tell already.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you, Claudia. It's been a blessing. Have a great day.
We'll talk to you.